Welcome back, everyone, to Ferris Sports Update. Time to talk men's basketball now. With us, head coach Bill Sall. And, Coach, congratulations, second straight GLIAC championship.
Yeah, Rob, it feels pretty good. There was a lot of happy people on the bus ride back from Grand Valley Saturday night.
Bulldogs going into this past week, you were tied atop the division, took on Hillsdale on Wednesday night, an exciting game at Wink Arena, senior night, home finale for the Bulldogs, and a game that went down to the wire and could have went either way.
It really could have, and it was just an exciting time to be a part of Bulldog basketball. It was a great game, and unfortunately, we came on the wrong end of it. And I think the neatest thing that I liked about it is just the fact the football team came out in full force. They were so vocal. It was an environment that is really, I think, speaks of what college basketball is all about. And we can't thank them enough for coming out there and supporting us. And again, one shot one way or the other, and we win that game, but still a great game.
Fans thought you had won the game at the end of regulation as Kenny Brown hit a big shot, counted as a 2 instead of a 3, and you go into overtime, had a nice lead in overtime, but unfortunately Hillsdale showed kind of why they're the best team in the conference right now.
They really did, and there was about 2 or 3 times in that overtime period where we had a couple of rebounds, didn't quite get them, and they capitalized. Actually had a great shot at the end to try to win it, and it didn't work out. But again, hopefully some lessons that we learned through that period of time, so now going into this week, we're ready to roll.
You come back on Saturday night on the road at Grand Valley State, rivalry game, and I don't know if you had a chance to see some of the results from earlier in the day, but your kids had an opportunity to win a share of the GLIAC North if they pull out that win at Grand Valley.
Well, our kids were keeping a close track of it, to tell you the truth. It was incredible. On the bus ride there, everybody has their cell phone with modern technology, and they were all looking. And again, I think it was a big deal that we could go in there and play for a chance to have a share of the conference. And it really, I think, motivated our guys to really come out and play well.
Got off to a good start in the first half, had a nice lead at halftime, and it seemed like your kids just made big plays after big plays in the game.
You know, they did, and a nice thing is we started out with a lead after kind of a slow start, but had to lead the entire game. And when you're able to do that on the road, it really comes down to how you defend and how well you play. And again, we did a great job. 38% I think is what they shot for the game. We out-rebounded them by about 8. And on offense, just did a nice job of moving the ball. A number of assists and just good passes.
Got some contributions. You shortened the bench. 7 players played, but everybody really had a nice contribution.
Oh, absolutely. Trent Messer, who we just saw score there, came off the bench and has really played well as a freshman. And I can't say enough about our freshmen. In this game they played 60 minutes. Coming down the line, they've really, they're not freshmen really anymore. They've played a lot of college basketball already. But just really neat to see.
Just saw Jarrell Sanders, and he had a nice game, 16 points to lead the way, double-double effort, and a nice game for him back in his hometown.
Yeah, he'd like to go back to his hometown and play, which is fantastic. But Jarrell's been really good for us all the way down this stretch. Just doing some magnificent things and really taking care of the ball in the post.
Dante Molden with a big basket there, and then a nice pass from Sanders to Dietrich Lever. And you mentioned the freshman, and he had a good second half for the Bulldogs.
He really did. He really did. This is an interesting situation. I wish I could have said I called that up, but that's at the buzzer by Lehman, another freshman, and ends up making the shot, and we go in a lead at halftime.
Come out in the second half, and again, you had to lead. Grand Valley made some nice plays at the offensive end, but big plays on the defensive end really helped seal the victory.
It really did. They threw a lot of different things defensively. There was a little triangle and 2 defense, the zone, 1-3-1, and we just did a good job of getting the ball into the paint and getting into areas where we can score.
And there's Dietrich Lever, a little jump shot. Bulldogs, towards the end of the ball game, had the lead, and fortunately were able to make enough plays, got some big offensive rebounds down the stretch.
Well, we did. That's probably the one thing I was the most disappointed in is clock management down the stretch. We took a couple early shots, but we're able to capitalize on some huge offensive rebounds. And then, when you have the mode to attack, you got to attack. And, in those periods of time, I thought we did a decent job of that.
How special is it to beat Grand Valley State and pull out the season sweep over the Lakers? Well,
it's pretty important, the fact that it hasn't happened a whole lot. We're in a situation, I think, in the last maybe, since I've been here, we've won there, this is the 3rd time. So, those come rare. And then to sweep them, that's only happened once before, and I think in about 15, 16 years. So that's a special thing. And to beat your rival like that, I think it breeds just a ton of confidence for our players.
Bulldogs had 4 seniors honored on Wednesday night as part of the home game against Hillsdale, and those 4 seniors honored prior to the game, and great contributions from all 4 of those guys: Spencer Sellner, Jim Boylan, Dante Molden and Jarrell Sanders.
Yeah, I can't say enough about this group of seniors. You know, they've just done such a tremendous job of being leaders, really kind of taking the younger players under their wing, showing them the ropes, and you know, some great careers. You know, Jarrell obviously had a bad injury last year, but came back and it's been fantastic. And then Dante Molden, what can you say? Top 5 in a number of categories all time as a career here, and is going to go down as one of the best point guards ever to play here.
Bulldogs in the GLIAC tournament now, the number 5 overall seed, travel to Michigan Tech in the first round. And what does it take as you go into the conference tournament to be able to win games and keep the season going?
Well, the biggest thing is to be consistent and really be able to defend. I'm actually, you know, when we look at Michigan Tech, it's a team we've played twice. We haven't really played that well. They kind of took it to us both times we played them. I think we're a better team. I think they're a better team at this point as well. That's kind of the hope. That's why you have 2 champions. So we're really going into the game with the focus of, hey, this is one and done now. And that's, I think, the one thing about tournament basketball. It's a situation where you know this could be the last time you lace up your shoes. And, you know, we want to be able to have that effort from our seniors and carry on down through everybody.
How exciting was it for your kids to be able to win a share of the conference championship, especially after last season being the GLIAC champion and losing so many guys coming back into this season?
Well, I think it's really special. Like I told them before the game, you know, last year's team is always going to be known as some of those seniors, Justin Keene, Darian Gay, more their team. And now this is your chance to put your name and really put a legacy on who you've been and what you've been as you've been here. And I thought they did a great job of that, and really took that to heart. And wow, it was great to see them come across with a big victory.
As you head into the conference tournament, you've had a chance to see all these teams now, and as the recent stretch has shown, it's anybody's game coming into the conference tournament. What do you do to prepare for the matchups you're going to face in the conference tournament?
I think the biggest thing is to stay consistent. Like I said before, we'll probably try a few different wrinkles, maybe do a few different things, maybe especially on the Michigan Tech side, do some things better defensively, because we've really struggled holding them under a decent field goal percentage. And then, you know, go into the game with the intent of no matter what, we're going to leave it on the floor. We're going to play as hard as we possibly can and give it our all. And you know, I like our chances when we do that.
Obviously, a win most likely leads you to Hillsdale, barring any upsets, and a chance to play for maybe an NCAA tournament appearance with a couple wins in the conference tournament.
It's down to that. It's 1 week, 3 games. You win 3, you're in the NCAA tournament, and you're the GLIAC tournament champions. So it's a special week. And again, the first one, and then we always talk about, is getting into the banquet. The banquet's with the Final Four, and that's our big thing right now. Let's get to the banquet and then go from there.
Coach, thanks for being here. Congratulations again on another GLIAC championship, back-to-back GLIAC championships for the Bulldogs.
Thanks, Rob. It feels really good.
That's going to do it for Ferris Sports Update. A reminder, you can follow all the action online at ferrisstatebulldogs.com for tickets, scores, merchandise, video, and more. Be sure to visit the Ferris State Athletics website. Thanks for tuning in.